Hello people and welcome to my channel. Rogue Ascent VR, as the name suggests, is the brand new roguelike sci-fi shooter from the developers Neewer Studio. Unlike other roguelikes, this game utilises the hand tracking abilities of the Quest 2 for gesture-based movement and gameplay. But, even better, you can now mow down your foes using finger guns. Yes, make a gun with your hand and the weapon assigned to that hand will appear and you can start blasting. Shall we see how it works? Let's get straight into it then, and remember, we're born to respawn. All the footage you are seeing was cast to my PC using the Oculus Developer Hub and recorded on OBS. The game looks better in headset, so please bear that in mind. Quick tip as well, take off your smartwatch if you have one. The LEDs that measure your heart rate can interfere with the Quest 2's ability to track your hands. Okay, let's get into it. I want to talk about graphics, sound and the gameplay loop, plus the innovative use of hand tracking for gesture-based control. But before that, what is Rogue Ascent VR? It is a procedurally generated sci-fi shooter controlled seamlessly by MetaQuest hand tracking technology. Use your hands to fully control Rogue Ascent. Are you a fan of roguelikes? You know the drill, get involved and comment down below. Discover and combine countless weapon types, attachment modifications, abilities, gadgets, perks and power-ups as you blast and beguile past teams of formidable foes. Face a new world with each run using procedurally generated levels, loot and enemy spawns. Explore multiple floors with unique biomes, objects and loot to find, buy or craft. Graphically, the game is very bright and colourful with a beautiful pastel hue. The enemies are distinct, cartoony and very colourful, from the clanking rolling mines to the flying sentries, faceless humanoid opponents and giant bosses. The different levels are distinct, littered with power-ups, workbenches, vending machines, flaming ducts and the various enemies. Every 8 levels or so you will also come across a towering boss figure, which looks great but are also very tough. So get ready, upgrade at every opportunity and buy some of those helpful perks. All in all, Rogue Ascent VR has a unique and distinct look which was both original and refreshing. On to sound now, and the first thing I did was turn the music down. Not because it's bad in any way, just that it is so loud. The music changes as the difficulty increases until you're facing off against a boss with a thumping high speed, high adrenaline track in the background. The guns sound meaty, the reload animation has a very cool weaponized click, and the various enemies all have their own unique sound as they sprint, clank and hover about the levels. The gameplay loop will be familiar to anyone who is into roguelike games, such as Wandering in Space and the excellent In Death Unchained. Clear levels, gain skill points, die, level your character up so you can progress just that little bit further next time. I played exclusively as the rogue character, but there was also a medic with more health but a weak shield, and an android with a huge shield but limited health, plus 2 other characters that are currently locked. There are 3 difficulty levels: Ensign for relatively new players, Officer, which is the level I played at, and finally Admiral with tougher enemies but a higher score multiplier. There is an absolute ton of weapons and a bewildering number of upgrades, from humble pistols and revolvers, through phasers, laser guns and shotguns, to the ultimate sniper and elite assault rifles. Rogue Ascent VR haven't skimped on the weapons, I can tell you. Now, let's talk about what I think is a standout feature of the game: hand tracking, gesture-based controls, and those all-important finger guns. And it does work very well, probably with 99.9% accuracy. Firstly, at the beginning of the game, the devs are very keen to stress that you should play in a well-lit room to maximise the Quest 2's ability to track your hands. Movement is carried out by a form of teleportation. I wasn't that keen when I first started playing, but after a few minutes, it all makes sense and becomes second nature. Hold your hand out to cover the next tile and you will automatically swap to it. Keep your hand held out and you'll move very swiftly along a row of tiles. Simple, effective and a great solution once you get used to it. Your shield and special abilities are gesture-based. Hold up both hands in a fist in front of you for the shield. Pump your fist to carry out the special ability. Easy, intuitive and quick. There is a snap turn gesture in the game, but I found it unreliable so didn't use it. I just physically turned on the spot. Finger guns are the most fun I've had in VR for a long time. It made me feel like a kid again, playing cowboys and Indians in the school playground, shouting pew pew at your mates while pointing your finger guns at imaginary foes. This game unlocked the inner child in me and I'm nearly 57 years old. Before I get to my conclusion, please hit the like button. The algorithm loves the likes, and please also consider subscribing and joining my channel membership for exclusive perks. Thanks. Rogue Ascent has a charm that a lot of games lack. It is a simple premise but well executed, easy to play but hard to master, which is always one of my most important factors for a really good game. The graphics are distinctive, the sound is good, and the gameplay loop is solid and addictive. Add finger guns to that equation and my inner child was crying out for more. The developers have crafted a truly fun, addictive game with that wonderful ability to sap time and leave you wanting to have just one more go. Plus, it's only £19 in the UK, so it's also a bargain. Go and buy it now. As always though, what do you think? Are you a fan of roguelikes? Do you think the finger guns and hand tracking are cool? Or are you just an old cynic that thinks it's all a gimmick? You know the drill. Get involved and comment down below. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.